All right, welcome back to the First Time Homebuyer Survival Series. This is part 10. If you're new here, we're just doing one of these every day for the rest of the year to help you fully prepare to buy your first home in 2026. My name is Steve Lopresti. I'm a real estate agent in Hamilton, Ontario. So if you have any questions at all, you can feel free to reach out to me. And if you want the PDF version of the First Time Homebuyer Survival Guide, it's down in the description. All right, so we're still going over pre-approvals. Yesterday, we talked more about what a pre-approval is and why it's important for you to actually get one before you go house shopping. Now today we're going to talk more logistically about how to actually go about getting your pre-approval. It's very simple. Step 1, work with a mortgage broker. Step 2, actually, step 1 pretty much covers it. That's basically all you need to do. You just need to find a mortgage broker, work with them. They'll get your pre-approval done. They'll get you a good rate. They'll work with you to make sure that you get the best deal possible. A good mortgage broker will walk you through everything that you need. They'll tell you exactly what documents you need to gather. They'll look at your income. They'll look at your debts, your employment situation, and they'll break down what you can realistically afford. They'll usually show you what your payments will look like, and they'll give you a few different options. Now, just to be clear, I am not a mortgage broker. I'm not a mortgage expert, so I'm not going to get super technical here about how to go about this process. This is exactly why you want to be talking to a licensed mortgage broker yourself. They can look at your personal situation, explain the pros, the cons, and all the options that you have in detail. Now, one common misconception I hear a lot is that mortgage brokers charge you fees for their services, but in reality, most mortgage brokers do not charge you anything. You can ask them up front if they charge any fees, and a good mortgage broker will provide you a breakdown of any fees that you are paying, but most of the time in Canada, they're paid by the lender for bringing them clients, which would be you in this case. So just like how working with a buyer's agent when you're buying a home doesn't cost you anything, so does working with a mortgage broker not cost you anything. Now, another thing that people tend to do when they are going to get pre-approved is they go straight to their bank, and it makes sense. Your bank has all your money. They're probably the most aware of your financial situation that anybody could be. And that's a completely valid option if you want to go that route. But the thing with that is that your bank only has the one product to give you. So let's say you bank with RBC. RBC can only give you RBC mortgage products. They can't get you any other products outside of that. So it would be kind of like you're going to a Toyota dealership and you're trying to buy a car. But let's say the best car for your situation is not a Toyota at all. Maybe it's a Honda or something else based on your personal situation. Well, the guy who works there who's selling the Toyota cars, he's not going to sell you the Honda even if the Honda makes more sense. He's not even allowed to sell you the Honda. He's not even aware that the Honda exists. He's selling Toyotas. That's what he's allowed to sell. The difference for a mortgage broker is that they're not tied to one lender. So what they're concerned with is getting you the best possible deal. They're not concerned with getting you RBC. Maybe RBC is the best deal for you and they go with that one, or they find you somewhere else. Maybe TD has a better deal for your particular situation. So that's what a mortgage broker opens you up to. It opens you up to getting all the different possible financing options that there are. Not only that, but mortgage brokers also can get a little bit more creative because not everybody has a perfectly clean, straightforward financial situation. Maybe you're self-employed, maybe your income structure is unusual, maybe you have debts and you're working on paying them down. Mortgage brokers tend to have more flexibility in how they can structure your application and who they send it to in order to get you the best approval possible. And a good broker will walk you through the entire process for getting your mortgage start to finish. They'll make sure you're fully prepared. They'll show you exactly what your pre-approval looks like, what your payments will be, anything you would be responsible for paying, and they'll break down all your options in great detail. And again, in most cases, you're not paying for this out of pocket. So that's pretty much all I have to say on this topic. This is going to be a short one for today, but when you're getting your pre-approval actually started, go find yourself a good mortgage broker. If you need a referral, you can reach out to me. I have a few that I work with that are fantastic, that have done great by my clients. So if you want something like that, just reach out to me and I'll send you their contact information. All right, so that is it for this video. We finally have our financial foundation laid. We've got our pre-approval done. We are good to go. This was part 10. Tomorrow in part 11, we're finally going to start the house hunting section, which is the fun part. We're actually going to get to go start looking at houses. Okay, maybe there's just a little bit of prep we have to do before we do that, but we're going to be looking at homes soon, I promise. Okay, so stay tuned for that. If you have any questions, you can always reach out at any time. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.